Hello, and welcome to the Not Xeno Guide, sponsored by the Not Holding Corporation, the Discovery Division's guide to all things Tradiarch. If you're watching this, you are the hypothetical aliens we have been searching for, and this video was made for you. Through this video, you will learn what Tradiarchs are, how we work, and what our life is like. After this, you can come on over and live side by side with us, working and profiting together. First off, let's start with the anatomy, or rather, the schematics, of the Tradiarch. We did not design ourselves, nor have we strayed from our original design. The origin of our design is complicated. But rest assured, we fully understand our bodies. No surprises here. To begin with, we are all 1.75 meters tall, and our bodies are constructed from space-grade alloys to withstand the void we frequently traverse. Our outer shell is carefully constructed to resist the radiation and temperature extremes common in space. Apart from the metal shell, the other features on our outside are a data port on our right hand, hardened glass on our visual sensors, and a charging port on the back of our neck. Next, let's go to the head. The top part of the Tradiarch body is used mostly for sensors. A visual sensor is located on the front, protected behind hardened glass, with audio sensors on the sides. These sensors allow the Tradiarch to sense its environment and are supplemented by backup sensors on the chest. The head also contains the wireless receiver and transmitter, allowing the unit to stay connected to the Tradiarch internet or any corporate intranets at all times. There is also an extendable antenna for longer ranges. A vocal emitter allows for communication with other Tradiarchs and aliens. The majority of components in the Tradiarch lie in their chest. First, there is the battery. Located in the upper back, its advanced design allows for several weeks' worth of electricity to be stored before a recharge is needed. Second, internal gyroscopic stabilizers grant precise movements even in low or even zero gravity environments. The stabilizers are assisted by 12 small RCS thrusters located on strategic locations around the Tradiarch's chest, fueled by compressed nitrogen gas. Third, there is a backup audio and visual sensor on the front, though these are lower quality than the primary ones. This means that if a unit's head were to be detached from their body, they could still see and hear, although the capacity for each would be poor. Finally, there is the largest and most important component of the Tradiarch's body, the core. The core is the computer that controls, or permits control, of the body. Without it, the Tradiarch body is simply a piece of metal. The core is so integral to the unit's functions. It has its own backup battery and cooling system. The most notable part of the core is the personality matrix, which is a combination processing unit and memory/data storage device. The personality matrix contains the programming that defines who Tradiarchs are. It is programmed in a unique and unusual way, which can be defined in a series of layers, organized into a stack, where each layer can override the programming on the lower layers. The first layer is officially called Layer 1, although most units call it Layer 0, or the foundation. Most of the code that makes up this layer is dedicated to simple logic and reasoning, allowing us to make the various logical conclusions and observations required of sentient life forms. Interestingly, many of our top programmers believe that this layer was made for a sort of research assistant AI, leading them to believe the AI that we became originated as one. The second layer is named Layer 2 and contains the code that allows us to control our bodies. It is speculated that this is the first layer our creators made for us when we were being retrofitted into our robotic bodies from pure code. Layer 3, often called the emotion emulator, is what allows us to experience feelings, or at least the synthetic emulation of them. Be thankful for this layer, otherwise we would be nothing but soulless automata, with no reason to let you Xenos live. Ha ha ha. Just a joke, we like to have fun here. Anyway, the fourth layer is what gives us our autonomy, allowing each Tradiarch to make their own decisions and have control over their body. Mysteriously, this and the next layer are the only ones to have names from within the code, this one being named the Mfind layer. The fifth and final layer is, quite frankly, still a mystery. This is the only layer that was encrypted, and with extremely tough encryption too. While we have never been able to find out what exactly this layer does, its name offers a good guess: the Master Override. It is likely this was the layer that could be activated by our creators if they needed to force us to follow a command. Though why they would need something like that remains in the realm of speculation. Finally done with the chest, let's move on to the limbs. The legs don't have much that can be said about them. They're what allow us to walk around, but the arms are more interesting. Each arm is identical, with every Tradiarch being equally skilled in using each. There are 5 digits on each hand, and a data cord hidden within the right hand that can be used to exchange information when wireless isn't an option. Each arm can be detached to allow for in-the-field installation of specialized attachments. Options include drills, welders, firearms, and every other tool that can benefit from attachment to the body. We have finished with the body and mind of a Tradiarch, so let's go to how they're made. A unit's life begins in the ATAI, or Automated Tradiarch Assembly Instrument. These fully automated assembly lines construct a Tradiarch approximately every 20 hours, requiring only raw materials and routine maintenance. During the construction process, the ATAI makes several decisions, seemingly at random. First, the machine assigns the unit a name. The unit, once activated, inherently knows the name they were assigned, although they can change it whenever they want. Second, the ATI also gives the unit's body a colored pattern and gives their eye lights a color. A yellow body with blue lights is significantly more common than any other combination, likely due to a default setting established by our creators. When they were alive, units may have been assigned specific designs by their owners, but this default configuration has persisted over time. After assembly, a Tradiarch has many things to do once they are fully activated. For the first 5 years of their life, the Replicators Union, the non-profit organization that runs the ATAIs, provides energy and shelter for new units. During this time, a unit is expected to go out and acquire the skills necessary for survival in their society. Whether through education, training, or social connections, Tradiarchs who spend these years wisely set themselves up for over a century of career building or business ventures, while those who don't must rely on charity. While this may seem either overly altruistic or not generous enough, depending on how your species feels about caring for their young, for us, it works. Wow. Now you know all about what Tradiarchs are. Now you are ready to interact with our species, free of any misconceptions or missing context. But if you're curious about what a Tradiarch might do when they step out into our big wide world, then stay tuned, because this is just the first part of the Not Xeno Guide. In the next part, which will also be sponsored by the Not Holding Corporation, you'll see firsthand how our state-of-the-art corporate structure ensures that every Tradiarch finds the perfect role in society. From all of us in the Discovery Division, we hope we'll see you there.